So hello everyone, today in this video we will see what are user, groups and file permissions in Linux. So without wasting any more time, let's quickly move on and see what are users in Linux. So Linux is basically a multi-user operating system. That means it is a system which can be used by multiple users and every file here belongs to a user. So there are basically two types of users. The one is the root user, or it is also called as a super user, and the other one are the normal users. Okay. Now there is a command through which we can see that which user are we logged in, and the command for it is the whoami command. Okay, so now we will see how we can create a user in our Linux machine. So for that, first of all, we'll come to our terminal and let me increase the size so that it's visible to you. Okay, so for that we'll switch to the root user using the command su, that is switch user, and root, and then press enter. And now then I'll give the password for the root user and press enter. Now I have successfully switched to the root user. Now what I'll do is I'll write the command sudo user add. This is the command user add to add a user or to create a new user. And then I'll give the name of the user. Suppose let me name it as developer1. Okay, and now the user has been created. User developer1 has been created. Now what I'll do is I'll change the password for this user developer1. So the command for the same is sudo passwd password developer1 and then press enter. Now this it's showing to enter a new password. So the password, let me give it as 123, and then let me retype the password, and now it's showing that the password has been updated successfully. Now what I will do is I'll switch to the user developer one. So for that I'll give the command su, which is switch user developer one, and press enter. And you can see that I have been switched to this user developer one. Now I'll show you by shutting down my machine. So now you can see here are two users. First is the main user which I'm using, and the other one is the developer one which we have created just now. So I'll log into my main user again. And I'll get into my terminal. Let me increase the size so that it's clear to you. Yeah, so now I'll switch to the user developer one again, and I'll give the password, and you can see I have switched to this user. Now what I'll do is I'll delete this developer one user. So for that I'll switch to root user, give the password for the root user, and then give the command sudo user del developer one, and now I'll press enter. So it's showing that the developer one is currently used by the process 3840. So for that we need to kill the process first. So the command to kill the process or to terminate the process is kill, and then the number of the process, that is 3840. Okay, now if I try to delete again, look very carefully. If I try to delete again, it's showing that another process is being used. So what I need to do is I'll kill all the processes forcefully. So for that I'll use the command kill, and then I'll write -9 and then the number of this process, that is 3858, and press enter. And you can see the process has been killed. Now if I switch to the user, for that I need to exit the terminal first, and now then again enter my terminal. Now if I switch to root user, give the password, and then I give the command sudo user del developer1, and now you can see that the user has been deleted. Now if I try to switch the user, developer 1. It is showing that there is no user called user1 does not exist, or the user entry does not contain all the required fields. That means the user has been deleted. So this is how you can create a user, change the password of the user, and delete the user. Okay, now let's see what are groups in Linux. So a group is a collection of users. So basically, suppose there is a team of developers and there are some members in the team. So what can I do is, instead of giving permissions to each member separately, we can add all these members, all these 7 members. There are 7 members in this. So we can add all 7 of them into a group called developers, and we'll give the same permission or the necessary required permissions to this group developers, and we'll add all these 7 members into this group. So that what will happen, we do not need to make any different, or we do not need to give particular permissions to every member or every user. So we can directly attach them in a group and give them users. And this is the example which is given. And the command for doing so is the groups command. Okay, so now I'll show you how you can create a group and how you can delete the group. So first of all, let me enter my terminal, and then let me switch to my root user. Okay, so I'll do everything in my root user. That is why I'm switching to my root user. Okay, so now I'll create a group. So for that, the command is sudo group add. Let me give it the name developers. It is showing group add command is not found. Oh, I'm sorry. Sudo add group. Oh, I've made a mistake. Group add developers. I didn't write P here. Instead of P, I have written D. So this is the mistake which I have done. And now I have created the group. Now if I want to get the group, or if I want to fetch the group, so I'll get end group developers. So this is the command to get the group, or to see the group has been created or not. And boom, you can see the group developers has been created. In the next upcoming videos, we will discuss about the file permissions, that how you can give permissions to the groups, how you can give various permissions to the group. Okay, so now I'll just show you how you can delete the group. So the command for deleting the group is sudo group del developers. Okay, now the group has been deleted. Now if I again give this command, if I again give the command to get end group developers, it's showing nothing. That means there is no group called developers. Okay, now if I write the command groups and see, there is only one group, that is the root user. There is none other group than this. So this is how you can create a group, delete a group, and how you can check that the group has been created or not. So this was all about today's video. In the next upcoming videos, I'll show you how you can give permissions to these groups or to various users. And basically, we will talk about file permissions and permissions in the next upcoming videos.